that might be able to spark that love and that thing that we need. Because at this point, there's a lot of people that's still going through the things that they're going through emotionally, that they might not even be able to express themselves right now. Because when they can look at this picture right here and they can identify some of the things that they may have heard, some of the experiences they may have had with our brother, it's different. Like when I tell people I knew my brother before KingFace, before I knew him when he's Angel, we used to squeeze together and straight up. And I ain't even got to go that far, but y'all already know what it is. But at the end of the day, we both made a transformation. And the transformation happens with each and every one of you. See, at one point in time, individuals were at a place where they didn't care about much. But this brother right here, he had the courage to step out and say, I don't care what the next person is thinking. I don't care about those feelings you might have towards me. This brother right here, he made an impact on so many people. This right here, honestly, each one of you represent about 50 people right now. Each one of you represent 50. So if that's the case, this whole park is filled up. So at the end of the day, man, our brother, he's past physically. But those of you who are have a relation with God, understands to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord, right? So if you're absent from the body, you're present with the Lord. And then I was also raised on another terminology, right? God dwells within me. Is that not right?
That is
Are you
absolutely
not
right.
the living, breathing reflection of God?
Absolutely.
When they say, are you made in his image?
Absolutely.
Is he not made in his image?
Absolutely.
If you cannot look into a mirror and you don't see God every morning, you can't say, thank you for waking me up.
Hey, hey.
It's a different conversation.
Hey, hey.
So right now, like,
let's go.
We got to be able to understand that we are greater today. We're more greater today because, listen, we came out to acknowledge that the enhancement of that spirit is within us.
Well,
so listen, he left seeds of greatness. He left seeds of greatness.
One more time.
How many children he got? Somebody tell me a number.
7.
Can somebody tell me what 7 means?
God. Completion.
7 God.
7, right? But see, 7 is completion, but 7 is also 7 chakras. There's 7 chakras in your energy system that is in alignment with your spine, right? And each of those chakras, it breaks down different. Woo!
Let's go. Keep going.
It breaks down different responsibilities for that particular chakra, right? Every chakra has a different responsibility. But the main responsibility that he had, because he had 7, was being a father, right? Father first. So now being a father, that means he had the ability to respond. You have some men that do not have the ability to respond. So does that make them responsible? Or that just makes them incapable of doing the things that they needed to do? But right now, we understand that our brother, he had a purpose that was greater than himself. How about that? He had a purpose that was greater than himself because he planted some seeds in somebody, right?
Absolutely.
And I ain't talking about the children.
Absolutely.
I'm talking about some spiritual seeds because words manifest a reality. So when you speak certain things into existence, that's what it is. When we speak over our children's lives, right? When we speak over our community's lives, we create something called spell, right? We can spell these things out, right? Let me spell it out to you. 4 letters. L-O-V-E. Simple. Love. Love is an action word. Everybody came out here today, not that they seen a post on Instagram, but they really had love in their heart for our brother. Everybody came out here because they had love. You had the will to get up out the bed and say, all right, today what I got to do? Well, 2 o'clock, I know where I'm going. They said we're going to show up. Because see, part of loving somebody is just not speaking about it. Not getting up, spilling, oh, I love you, yeah, I love you. You got to show people what it is. And right now, just everybody being here is an exhibit of what love's supposed to look like. When his daughters and his sons watch and see, who's showing up is different. They may have not even seen you before in their life. Before in their life. But now, guess what? They are seeing, damn, my father touched some people. My father had relationships with some people. And right now, guess what, man? You are greater because your relationship is being extended. So if you don't know somebody in this circle, if you don't know nobody that's gathering in the name of this good brother, introduce yourself. Say hi, my name is. Let them know who you are. He has the wife out here. He has the children's mother out here. Y'all should be able to be acquainted because look, he has children out here. So at the end of the day, there's family members that might not know who you are. Introduce yourself. Let them know, look, my name is such and such. My number is Get at me. Because see, this right here, this is a temporary situation, right? When somebody dies, we see this every day. We burn candles, we light, we put pictures up, and then now after that, a month later, something's different. But now what we're trying to do right here, we want to move things forward. His wife said, look, he had a dad project. He already was thinking in the frequency of change and making something better for our community. So why not continue to push forth a legacy and assist in any way, shape, or form that you can. Whatever energy that you can be able to lend and be able to assist with the family and be able to say, listen, this is what love is. Because one of the greatest things that we struggle with as a people is to be able to identify with each other's pain. Because we're too busy going through our own. And there's nothing wrong with you going through your own situation. But understand, you got to come out of it. Because if you don't come out of it, you can drown in your own pain.
Absolutely.
And when you drown in your own pain, nobody going to know you there because you're too busy under your pain. We got to come out of these things. And one of the last things I shared over here before we expanded, it was about a soul, right? So one of the most important things we always talked about is, what is a soul, right? Because they say, yo, I never sold my soul. So now, if you can't identify where your soul is, how could you protect your soul if you can't identify it? If somebody said right now, I'm coming in the park and I'm taking everybody's soul, how are you going to protect your soul? You got to know what it is. So listen, I'm going to give you 3 things that identifies the soul of a man. We are a 5-part being though, right? So now look, the 3 things is your mind, it's your emotions, and it's your will. 3 things. 5-part is your flesh and your spirit as a man. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Your flesh and your spirit is always at war. So your mind, your emotions, and your will are what the seat of your soul is. So that means if somebody control your mind, by the repetition, if you hear something, if I never met this brother a day of my life, and I allow some cornball from out of this circle to tell me about his story, I'll sit there and probably believe it. But guess what? Nobody can't kick lies to me because I know the truth. Right? Nobody can't tell me nothing negative about this brother. I know the truth. Right? So at the end of the day, it's about us being able to keep that truth alive and being able to tell his story through our ways and actions. Because see, your mind, your emotions, right? Emotions, energy, emotion. How much energy did you put in motion today to will to come here? Because you had to have that emotion, right? You had to feel a certain kind of way in order for you to be able to say, listen, I'm here. But now, it was the last component, which is your will. Free will was given to human beings, period. Every person here has the free will to do and see fit as they feel. Right? That's one of the things that God said, I regret giving man free will. Because if man didn't have a free will, Eve might have not ate the apple. But something different. We all got a free will today here. So, at the count of 3, I want to try to make the people in the juice bar, like, what's going on out there?
Right.
All right?
Let's make some noise.
So we're going to scream out, I love you, Angel, right? Because Count to 3. 1, 2, 3. I love you, Angel. One more time. I love you, Angel. One more time. I love you, Angel. See, because at the end of the day, our vibrations are what changes the atmosphere. If we don't come here in love, we don't supposed to be here. Everybody that came here is supposed to have came in love.
Preach
love is an action word. So if we're not preaching love, then guess what? We the opposite of that.
That's a fact.
So continue to love one another and continue to do what we need to do to be great. Despite the political views, because we ain't here for political views, we here to love on our brother, love who we left behind. Peace. Thank you. One more time, I love you. 1, 2, 3. I love you, Angel. Straight up.
Let's do that again. I'm not finished. We just started. We just started. That was good, brother.
You speak from the heart.
I appreciate it. I felt good.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Damn, who knew? All the planes we flew, good things we've been through. That I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture.